Hello, chat. How are you? Oh no, this is messed up. This is not good.
Brandon, what's going on? It's Inception, but it's not vegetables. There are vegetables there. It's Inception, but it's also
There it went.
all right, great. You're
Did
doing
that
great.
fix it? It fixed it.
What up, chat?
Mm-hmm.
Hi, everybody. I was making a dismayed face because that's what I looked like when I realized that I could have been sitting here under a heated blanket the entire time. But I only recently actually did that.
I also want to give Amanda a shout out because last year it was our first winter in the house and I was complaining about how cold I got. And Amanda sent me the link to that heated blanket that
Yep.
she is currently wearing. I got it in a different color, but it is the best thing ever. And I do have it on my couch now instead of in my office because my office has been surprisingly warm, but the couch a little cooler than usual. So
There you go.
there we go.
Highly recommend.
I do just want to say, Bourbon Wolf did say hello. Wow, that hello sounded like you're about to deliver some very bad news, and it was because I was about to deliver the news that right before I pressed play, Julia said, "I'm gonna get you canceled, Brandon."
I mean, your food takes are probably going to get you canceled.
Yeah,
This
that's true.
stream.
Yeah, we don't have to do much. We don't have to do much.
But that was Brandon has been very kindly letting us know that like a lot of my drink openings have been cut off because I don't know when the audio is on. Brandon does. And so Brandon said,
there's a little lag when I switch between scenes. So.
Yes. So Brandon was like, hey, just so you know, I'm going to talk first because that'll let you guys know that the audio is. And so I said Brandon was being a misogynist because, of course, a man has to talk first on a D&D podcast stream. Naturally.
I do want to say that we also just came out of our multitude staff meeting, so it's just a wild energy generally going into this afternoon. And after this, Brandon and I are going to record the party planning coming out next Friday. So you if you're join the party patron, you'll have a whole through line here.
You're seeing all of the process. It's all happening for you.
God damn it! Now Tia Tina did say that. Is that not always Julia's mission on these streams?
I don't know why I'm so much meaner to you on these streams that I am like on the podcast we produce or any other context whatsoever.
It's very
fun.
And
it's really only once the stream goes live too. Brett and I had a very pleasant conversation before the stream started.
You know, I poke you. It's like poking a bear. I get it.
Highly entertaining.
Yeah.
This is, of course, then we can transition, despite the look of today's stream, Join the Party Side Quests, where we decide to gamify and make games of and make scenarios for games. All kinds of TTRPGs. But today is a very special edition.
Hell yeah. First, I just want to say thank you, Mixel, for subscribing with Prime. And also Amanda McLoughlin for subscribing with Prime.
That's me.
Hold on. I had a disaster.
Oh no, Julia had a disaster. While Julia is cleaning up her disaster, I will say, guess what we're doing today? If you haven't seen the screen, look at your screen. We're ranking Thanksgiving foods. We're doing it. We're tier listing.
I have to go get a paper towel.
You're fine, Julie. Don't worry. I had one of those. I don't know if this happens to you, Brandon, but I went out last night to a Survivor watch party at a dyke bar specifically. And it was very fun. Katora from Survivor was hosting it, our queen. And it was very, very fun. And Eric and I were there with her friend Nara. It was great. So I'm out later than I normally would be. I'm home at like, 9:45, 10 maybe. And I'm like, God, I'm tired. So I went to bed almost immediately, like 10:30 maybe. Wake up ready to go at 3 a.m. And my body was like, yeah, this is the thing. This is the moment. And I was like, no, guys, no, not what's happening. And so I was thinking about all kinds of stuff, including the fact that last time we did a food ranking of vegetables, I said almost nothing, and it was incredible. I am the vessel for your takes, and it's beautiful.
I think this time, we gotta agree this time. I think we're gonna have to compromise because you know what Thanksgiving's about?
Yeah,
compromise. You know.
That's debatable. Depends on your family, I guess.
Well, we know how this is gonna go.
Yeah.
Also, I knocked over half of this onto my desk.
You can just pour it out and start the other flavors.
Yeah, I do think my body, like, subconsciously was like, you don't want to drink that. Get the fuck out of here. So
Fuck you,
I
Beach
think this is
Plum.
I think this is a sign. But Brandon, I love this twist of we are going to have to come to a consensus, if not a majority vote, on each side. And it's also really interesting because it's very regional and it's very cultural. And Julia's like New York Italian Thanksgiving is different to our like Jewish New York Nashville Thanksgiving, different to your Southern influenced one. So,
mhm.
I love that. Oh, we also have first time chatter. Hello, Ginger
hi Ginger.
Snapcart. I
Ginger
think
Snap.
I think I'm gonna throw a little twist in here. I think because we have to come into a compromise, I think everyone gets one, or let's say the rule
Oh,
is you can veto and put it in whatever tier you want, but
once.
I think you can do whatever you want to, but you have to say out loud a political hot take that you may or may not believe, but will make you look bad. A la
So wait.
Thanksgiving.
Wait, so we are trying to genuinely cancel people this stream. Got
Yep.
it. Also, I just want to shout out, I'm pretty sure Ginger Snap art is the one who did what's it called? That little
Animatronic?
animated
Animatic.
Animatic, thank
animatic.
you.
I also was
Animatronic.
thinking animatronic and I knew that wasn't the
That's
right
okay.
one, so I stopped myself. But I'm pretty sure they're the one who did it of I had an orange and I
Yeah,
gave you the
they said
peels.
it was them.
Gave you
Yeah.
the
That's
feels.
amazing. God, I
What for
forgot your fucking
Christmas?
orange shit.
Thank you so
The
much.
orange what I gave you for Christmas.
An incredible apex of my podcasting career, truly.
Mhm.
It was very good.
I'm gonna start calling anytime Amanda starts doing some bullshit, I'm just gonna call it Amanda's chocolate orange bullshit. Back on
Yeah,
Amanda's chocolate orange bullshit.
Uh-huh.
that's cool.
Are we pro chocolate oranges on this podcast or anti chocolate orange
I'm
on this
anti.
podcast?
I don't love them, and it was simply an orange, Brandon. Just
Yeah.
so you know,
Oh, it was simply an
it
orange.
was
Okay.
simply an orange, and I saved the peel for
Oh,
my
right,
sister.
right.
I gave you the peel.
I do like oranges, but
Yes. I like oranges. I like chocolate. I do not like them combined. That's my
agreed.
hot take. I
I'll
should
just
have
like
saved
eat
that
like
for when I
a
need to veto something.
yeah. I'll have like a chocolate covered orange, like rind, like like candied rind or something.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
like covered ones. Like I'll even do that. But the British like chocolate orange, my dad
I'm
brought me
such a
back once
thing.
from a business trip, and I'm like,
Yeah.
not for me.
I like all
Chocolate
other
and chili
fruit.
powder, like Dingleberry Burglar said.
Yep.
Yes.
I don't think
Also, just
Dingleberry Burglar is allowed to talk about food with a screen name like that.
I'll allow it.
I was just gonna say an all-time screen name. I'm all in favor.
Mhm.
Brandon, I like this idea. I do think we should limit it to one per
Okay.
person
Okay.
because I think that'll just like concentrate its power.
Okay. Well, first things first, let's rename our tier list here. I think so S tier, the best tier should be named like what's something like the turkey that the
I
White
think that's
House.
the no leftovers tier.
Oh, there you
There it is,
go.
Julia.
Oh no, go back.
That's very good.
I was gonna say the turkey that the White House pardoned.
I like it. Good for flavor. That can be the name of the VOD. But no leftovers is perfect.
Yeah, that's really
Mhm.
good.
Mhm.
Cool.
Okay, so what's our bottom tier?
Bottom
Probably
Trash.
like
tier, I would say if you insist, or like if someone comes to my house and they have that dish, I will seriously consider not putting it out.
Damn.
so
Damn.
like oops got lost or oops burned or
Yeah. Like, oops, left it in the fridge.
oops left
Yes.
in fridge.
And then there's also like a certain level that is like, oh, politely I will take leftovers home, but they will go in my trash at home.
I think that's got to be our C tier, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh god damn it.
How about it's called courtesy scoop?
Courtesy
There you
scoop.
go.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
Amanda, how might not me. Not
How
me.
would one spell that
But
word?
how would one spell courtesy?
COURTESY. Court.
COURTESY.
ESY.
It's like you're gonna spell the name Courtney wrong.
Oh, it is.
It's good.
Yeah,
It's good.
You're welcome. You're
Okay,
welcome.
so A tier is like second helping.
100%. Even on Thanksgiving, when you have to really decide how you're going to allocate your tum space, you
Mhm.
make room for a second helping of that.
And average, what's our average tier? Like
No complaints.
no complaints. Man.
I think it should be shrug emoji. Sure.
Is that going to trigger you, Amanda? If we do shrug
I'm
emoji?
good. No. Eric has the more
I'm just a little baby.
the more pronounced objection. Yeah, perfect. Oh, this is great. And I actually I have a conceptual question for you guys.
Hmm.
Are we considering like at any given Thanksgiving, or are we building our sort of like go-to meal, or is that not a necessary framework for today?
No, I think it's just like we're ranking these. We're not building. Maybe if we have enough time, we
They
it
don't have to
seems
go
like we have a
together.
lot. We can
Yeah.
build the ideal
Okay.
based off of the no leftovers and second helping options.
Okay.
But I think right now,
I think,
I
yeah,
think we
by
can just.
default, we'll be building our perfect Thanksgiving,
Okay. Okay.
because we'll be tier listing them. So, yeah.
I like it.
And I feel like we can add some here. Um,
Is
I
there
can add
something missing
additional,
here that you can see that we need to add, Brandon?
not off the bat, but I
Mhm.
did get the one with the most options. There's 50 of them here. But I
Lovely.
think I can add, I haven't tried it yet, but I think I can add
Wait,
images.
hold on. I'm seeing an issue here.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. I found the thing that I was looking for.
Oh, okay.
Ignore me. Ignore me.
Now I feel like should we, Amanda, should we start
Yeah.
hot or should we start easy?
Or are
Oh.
we just doing the order in which they're appearing here?
That's a good question. Should we start hot or should we start in order?
I mean, for me, I think I'm gonna like rank the breads versus the breads and the desserts versus the desserts. So I'm happy to go with basically the order they appear,
Okay,
unless
cool.
any of us has something that they are going to champion.
No, I was just
You
gonna
know,
ask you where we should put cabbage.
I'm gonna see how we do, and if I have to use my
Okay,
my
okay,
powers.
okay.
All
So
right.
let's just start from number one.
I have a
Absolutely.
question. What the is that red velvet cake in
Yeah,
the
Yeah,
biscuit and dinner roll section?
I
this
think
is
it
the
was
problem.
miscategorized.
Yeah, bring
Yeah,
that back to desserts, perhaps.
yeah.
Can you
Can you
Wait,
drag
what?
order
that?
them in the?
Sorry, say that again.
Can you drag red velvet cake to the dessert
Oh,
section? Thank you.
lovely.
Thank you.
Oh,
Brandon,
I see
thank
what
you.
happened. I didn't know they were I didn't realize they were ordered. Okay, okay,
No,
okay.
it's
Okay,
okay.
so
It's okay.
those
It's all right.
biscuits, yeah, should move up
Yep.
exactly.
Well, that's in
Um,
the kind of cornbread section. Is
mhm.
there an additional? Because Brandon, I know you have hot takes on cornbread.
I think I should be in the bread section as opposed to the corn
Okay.
section,
All right.
Cool.
in my opinion.
Great.
And if I know we have an international audience here, if anybody's like unfamiliar with any of these foods, please hop in. I'd love to hear about your favorite holiday meals. I definitely don't want this to be U.S. Thanksgiving heavy. This is simply a springboard for hot food takes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, also, we got a wild Ralts in the chat. Hello, Ralts.
Oh, hey, Roll.
Hey, it's Ralts.
What up, Rolls?
Ralts, send Eric a message. He's got a thing coming out that you may want to know about.
Oh, it's
That's true.
exciting.
That's true.
All right.
Amazing.
All right, let's get
Um,
it started.
Let's get it on.
Let's
yeah.
start with biscottes, otherwise known as biscuits in American language.
Tight.
All right. As we're doing this, I have a quick question, just as for us going forward into the future. We're
Mhm.
ranking these things as dishes we would want to see on a Thanksgiving table, not as like dishes on a
Standalone.
Correct.
normal table. Okay.
That's
Great.
right. That's right.
Cool.
I was gonna say that same thing. I was about to give that
hmm
because biscuits normally fucking S tier.
Yes.
Yep.
Thanksgiving, I don't know. I might prefer a roll.
Yep. This
Yeah.
a great question has come in from Hakuna your Tatas08. As a Brit, what the fuck are American biscuits? Great
Oh yeah.
question, Hakuna. Essentially a scone. They are a fluffy dinner roll made with buttermilk. Usually, they're a little bit crumbly. They're short in texture, so they are not unlike a scone, but they don't have things in it. It's just the bread.
I would say, as being the only Southerner here, Amanda's mostly correct.
Please, this is where we're getting into it.
But Amanda, I wouldn't say it's fluffy. I don't think a good
Mm.
biscuit is fluffy. A good biscuit is like it's a perfect marriage of like its flakiness and crumbliness just barely held together, you
Mhm.
know.
Mhm.
And it would be sort of like a scone, except for it's a very different texture. It's much more bread like,
Yes.
and there's no sugar. But the
Yeah,
scone
it's
is
like
probably the closest
laminated.
thing.
Yeah.
It's
There's
laminated with butter.
layers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So more like, I don't know, like mash a scone and a croissant together and it's like somewhere in the middle of that. It's
Yeah. I
really
yeah,
think
good.
that's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Um,
Hakuna has also
Cool.
said that they always pictured American biscuits as UK dumplings, which are made with suet, which is beef fat.
That sounds delicious. I'm not gonna
That
lie to you.
sounds so good.
That does
Yeah, I
sound
mean,
so good.
biscuits are traditionally made with, or maybe not traditionally,
Lard, probably. Yeah.
but often made with lard. Yeah.
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 Damn, I didn't know. Next time I'm in the UK, I'm gonna have to get some UK biscuit dumplings.
Yeah.
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 All right,
Interesting.
so
Okay.
folks, how are you
Um,
feeling on the biscuits?
I think like I would not be upset if I saw a biscuit on a Thanksgiving table. Like I would grab that because like I want a bread of some kind.
Yep.
Hmm.
But I think there are other options here that are going to rank higher in my mind.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm fine with the shore.
that's
I
what I
am
was
not
gonna
mad at it.
Hmm.
Not
Hmm.
mad at it. May take one or a half. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, I agree. And
Hmm.
make a little
Oh,
like a
guys,
turkey biscuit.
we're starting at a real on ramp here. I like it.
All
All
right.
right, now we've got dinner rolls. Now, for
I think,
me,
yeah.
this is second helping worthy,
Same.
at
Yeah, I
least.
was gonna say, I think if you're doing like a fucking like Parker dinner roll where they're like the rolled
Yeah, I
ones,
did that
like
last
an
year.
Mhm.
actual roll, and with like a honey butter or something like that, and
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
sprinkled sea salt,
Oh
that's
yeah.
there won't be any on the table left because I will
Yeah.
eat
Mhm.
after my meal is done.
I will make that no leftovers
Hmm.
for
Let's do
me.
it. Let's
Yeah.
Also, my
do it.
mother-in-law doesn't eat carbs, and so all breads are for me, Eric, and her husband.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
All right, now we're left with some conundrums here because King's Hawaiian is
Yeah.
just another type of dinner roll, basically. If anyone's not aware, it's a dinner roll that's made with
But it's
potato
sweet.
flour and
Yeah.
sweet. Yeah.
It is sweet. I would say that for me is a courtesy scoop. I think in any other context, I'm very happy to encounter a King's Hawaiian roll. If I see them at a cookout, no one's in line before me. But on Thanksgiving, with the sweetness of other ingredients, even
Mm.
I, a person who loves sugar and bread, especially together, would likely give a little courtesy and let it go.
Here's my hot take on the King's Hawaiian roll at Thanksgiving.
Mhm.
Seems fucking lazy.
You know,
If
Julia.
you're gonna go through the trouble of making everything else and then you put like a bag of King's Hawaiian roll on the table, I'm gonna be like, bitch,
Like,
did
not
you
even
even
warmed up.
try?
Okay,
Yeah.
here we are, guys. What if we leave it in the fridge for leftover sandwiches tomorrow?
That's fine, but that's not part of the
oops.
Thanksgiving meal.
I
No,
think oops, I left it in the fridge. I
Yeah.
think
I'm
oops, I
fine with
did that.
that. Yeah,
I did
yeah,
that. Especially because if
Mhm.
there's rolls on the table, oops, I fucking left the other ones in the fridge. Oops.
yeah.
Oops.
I don't mind a store bought roll to be clear, but King's Hawaiian specifically, you like leave it on the picnic table to like make little
Right.
sliders.
Or like put like coleslaw and shit in the middle of
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Like,
Mhm, mhm.
I think there, and we're gonna talk about the crescent roll next, but like there are better ways of doing easy when it comes to the bread for Thanksgiving,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
such
Mhm.
as the crescents.
Now, Bourbon Wolf does say with all the other cooking, you need something to be easy, and you toast it. I
But that's what
agree,
I'm
but I
saying
don't
is like the crescent rolls can be the easy
Yep.
version of the bread because you just stick them in the oven, they're done, you
but I
know?
also think there's I think if yes, I agree with this, but I think you should put your laziness into a different category,
A
not the
time saving
bread.
category.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. I Ralt said that she and a friend are doing a friendsgiving because neither is going home for Thanksgiving, and I think that's lovely. And I talked a little bit in the mid roll of spirits this week because I try to make it tasty for those who aren't ad free, and I know Julia does as well. That I'm starting some like traditions. Like we're doing our like fourth annual I think friendsgiving at our apartment, and we always do a little like friend gift exchange drawing of names for
Oh,
like the
that's
holiday
fun.
season. And I'm organizing a gift swap among the McLoughlin cousins. There are 45 of us.
Jesus
So we
Christ.
There
haven't,
are 45?
yeah, a lot of
That's
us are
too
married
many.
now and many have kids.
Good
So
God.
there's a lot of us. The WhatsApp only has 30 people, so it's more manageable. And anyway, I'm organizing a cousin gift exchange because I want to do more shit with my cousins and nobody else is doing it. So like I'm
That's
gonna do
fun.
it. And
Yeah, that
I'm
makes sense.
a big fan of just being like, hey, I want this thing to exist. And so here we go.
Yeah.
That's nice, I like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I It's so weird to me to see it's so interesting, the dichotomy to see a family on the one hand that is the McLoughlin clan thriving and producing lots of heirs and offsprings, and then the
Mhm.
Grugle clan, which is slowly dying.
Mhm.
My
And I
mom's
think
side has dwindling in a sad way. But the McLaughlins were keeping on keeping on. Raltz, joking to you for saying, are there more U.S. presidents or McLaughlin cousins? Here's the thing: two of those guys get counted twice, so it's or one of them, so cousins.
Yeah.
Mhm,
Also,
mhm.
I think Hannah for Breakfast has it right, which is I'm going to buy Texas Roadhouse rolls for Thanksgiving this year. That's
Yep,
easy and also delicious. So,
yep.
I will say though, the one bad thing about Texas Roadhouse rolls is that they do not keep. So eat them all the day you buy
Right
them.
away. Yep.
yeah, but that's fine.
Yeah.
I think that's true of
Um,
many roles. Let's get Crescent up there.
Yeah.
I would certainly do a second helping of a Crescent roll. You're not gonna see me say no. Maybe it's second helping, maybe it's a shore. It's again has a bit of that sweetness problem and a
Yeah.
richness problem for me.
I
Yeah, this
think
might be where we're a little gonna have our first small divergent. Like on Thanksgiving specifically, I'm much more of like, why did you make a weird shitty
Breads,
croissant?
yeah.
it's not a croissant, Brandon,
It
but
is. That's what it's supposed to be. Is a easy croissant.
all right. Agree to disagree on that. I, however, am with Brandon where I think that's either a shore or a courtesy scoop.
We can courtesy scoop it. I'll yield the floor. I like
Okay.
this.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think I would be as excited seeing a crescent roll as a biscuit on the table, but I understand Brandon is not going to yield too much on that, so I will allow it.
I'd be more for biscuits. To me, crescent rolls is like, ooh, like the Wednesday night dinner at the McLaughlin house is fancy this week. You
Mhm,
know.
Yeah,
mhm,
yeah. Don't get me wrong. I will house down a crescent roll, but for Thanksgiving, I'd much prefer other breads.
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's talk about cornbread. And Brandon, I know you need to go on an aside about cornbread, so
Yep. Save it up.
give
Save it
him
up.
a let's
He
inhale,
looks frozen.
exhale,
That was great.
and do it calm where you don't clip the microphone.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I will
We
say the
got
first
this.
thing I will say is that the photo of this cornbread looks fucking
It
disgusting.
does. It
Yep.
looks very
Yep.
bad.
This is offensive.
You're right, Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
Now
bad
there are
photo.
multiple types of cornbread, and I will need to clarify which one we're talking about. I like all of them. Don't get me wrong. Um, Traditionally, Southern cornbread is not very sweetened, if at all. But I grew up in a household with parents who were from the Midwest, so the cornbread that we ate was like the boxed with some additions, so it was much
Box
more like
Jiffy. Yeah.
northern cornbread.
Mhm.
So I like both. The best cornbread I've ever had was at Brock. Oh, fuck, what's his name? Amanda, you might know the chef.
Obama, the 44th president.
No,
Yes,
Brock.
yes.
Brock.
No, Amanda, that's your cousin. That's your cousin.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, Brock. I don't know.
Yeah, he was on Chef's Mind of a Chef and some other stuff, but he's like a famous South Carolinian chef, I think. But he has a restaurant in Louisiana that we went to, and the best cornbread I've ever had is like, yeah, just straight up. I think Anson Mills cornbread flour stuff, and then like no sweetener whatsoever, and it's like comes in a little cast iron, fresh out of the oven. It was
Aw.
so fucking good.
Hmm. So you're
Um,
picturing this for this.
well, we could decide. But I would say like both kinds, like northern Yankee cornbread and southern cornbread, both delicious in my mind. I will eat both of them very happily.
Mhm.
So for me, especially on Thanksgiving, cornbread is like at least second helping.
Now, Brandon,
Yes.
have you had the Trader Joe's boxed cornbread?
I have not. Is it good?
That it's good. It
This is the
comes with like
shit.
little dried pieces of corn in the
Ooh.
mix, which is really nice.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like it is a little sweet, but it is not too sweet, and it also has a good like consistency compared to the like very dry Jiffy box.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if I am making cornbread, which in my opinion, like if I see cornbread on the table and I see another bread product, I'm taking both because they fill different niches in my mind.
I agree. Yeah.
So I'm very pro cornbread. I think that's a second helping situation for me.
It is for me as well. The like dish that my mother-in-law makes every year is using that boxed corn mix. 'Cause it's also gluten free, and my
Mm-hmm.
sister-in-law has celiac disease. So she'll like mirepoix, like saute some vegetables and then mix it in with the cornbread mix, and that's the stuffing. and she like, makes it, dries it out, and then like cooks it with like more eggs and milk and stuff. It is so good, and it is
Yeah.
the dish that I tell her to like literally double because I'll want the same amount tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
Hell
good.
yeah. I love that. I also do with that same box, I'll do a stuffed cornbread, which is like layer of cornbread, like chorizo and
Ooh.
black bean and a
Ooh.
bunch of vegetables.
Ooh.
You like blind bake the bottom so it doesn't all sink to the bottom, and then you put in the layer of like filling and then pour the rest of it on top and just bake it like that, and it's fucking delicious.
Julia, that's almost a tamale pie. If you've never
Yes,
had a tamale pie, you should
Ooh,
have that.
no.
Yeah.
Yes,
Sounds
I
great.
have discovered now that tamale pie is a thing. I just made that out of like
hmm
instinct, where I was just like, what if I put extra
Stuff
stuff
in the stuff. Yeah.
inside
hmm
the cornbread?
hmm
So yeah, yeah.
I
Sounds
will
so
also
good.
say that I don't think it's on this list. Corn casserole is also a thing that a lot of people think is cornbread. It's not, but it's fucking delicious.
Hmm.
Okay, all
Gotta
right.
look that one up
Like
I
the
later.
can't
thing
say I've
that
ever had it, so I can't rank it.
Hmm.
the thing that like Lauren's dad loves to make his quote unquote cornbread, and I had to unfortunately let Lauren know that that is corn casserole, not cornbread.
I like that you said I had to let Lauren know, not her dad.
Of course not. I'm not going to say that to her dad.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, so I'm seeing there's canned corn, sour cream, corn muffin mix, not cornbread,
Mm.
Mm,
eggs, and creamed corn. So just like all kinds of corn baked solid.
yeah,
All
exactly.
kinds of corn.
All right, so we'll
Also, I'm
put
not gonna say
cornbread in
no,
second
but
helping situation.
I agree.
Yes, I think so. I agree.
Great.
Julia, as an Italian who feasts on fishes, how do you feel about library chicks, Christmas staple, squid, fish, mussels, and lobster in a cream and garlic sauce with
Ooh,
chili or squid ink pasta?
on squid and
I
pasta.
mean, that sounds amazing. Most of those things we cannot have at our Christmas because it would
It is
kill
winter,
Jake.
and it is winter here and not summer.
But also, like, that sounds fucking delicious. I would eat
Sounds
that
awesome.
in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
I also love squid ink pasta. It's one of my favorite. Like,
hmm
if I'm gonna go fancy with my pasta, I want to do a little squid ink. I think it looks fucking dope. But yeah, yeah,
Love it.
sounds good.
I
Delish.
like it. I like it. You
Mhm.
know, Ralts, I agree. I think corn is also underrated. My favorite cookie of all time, not the
Corn
ones you buy in
cookie.
the store because they suck now, but the original Milk Bar corn cookie that you can
Good.
make from their cookbook.
Good.
Brandon, I still can't find which recipe book has that. Can you find out which one
Oh
has
yeah,
it and send me the recipe, please?
yeah, I know which one it is. I can just
Thank you.
yeah, I'll send you a photograph it for you.
I think I looked. You mentioned these like months ago, and I think I looked through all of the Milk Bar recipe books that I could find, and I could not find those cookies. So
I got you. I
Hell yeah,
got
dude.
you.
thank you.
Okay, folks.
Can we get a little out of order here? Can we do corn on a
Oh,
cob? Because
yeah.
as we get into vegetables, I this would shock me if I saw it at Thanksgiving.
This
Yeah,
is incorrect because
it
corn is
seems
out of season
unnecessary.
at this point.
So
So
unnecessary.
Yeah,
it's going to be bad, not very sweet corn.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So
let's
oops, left it in the
Oops.
fridge. Great.
Yeah. Was this like extra for the cornbread and someone like put it out by mistake? That's what I would assume.
Yeah. I think it's delicious. I love corn,
Yeah,
but it should not be on my Thanksgiving table. That's fine. It should be
there's
in a
nothing
different
better
thing.
than if you can get like fresh corn, like fresh picked from like a farmer's market or something.
We're
Oh,
from like corn
ooh,
country in New
ooh,
York, like Long
Brandon,
Island.
come to
Yeah.
Long Island during the summer. It's the best.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
so
I will.
good. You
Tomatoes and
just like
corn.
you drive towards the wineries, Brandon, and literally like every quarter mile there's a stand that is selling either like fire roasted corn on the cob or just like corn that you could grow like grab and go.
You just eat it
Yeah, yeah,
raw. Yeah,
yeah,
it's
You
so
could
good.
just eat it
yeah,
raw. It's wild.
yeah,
So
yeah,
good.
yeah, 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 yeah.
It's really good.
I'm glad chat's with us here. Yeah, I love it in almost any other situation, but it's I'd be very confused to see it at
Yes.
Thanksgiving. Thank you for humoring me. I wanted to like transition there.
All right.
Should we move
Let's
to Brussels then?
yes. All right.
Which
Here's
I
my
just want
hot
to say
take.
it's Brussels
Yes.
sprouts.
Yes.
Jesus
They spelled it
Christ.
wrong.
Yeah.
Um
Stupid. Also, but there it
here's
is.
here's the thing. I fucking love Brussels sprouts.
Okay.
Yeah.
I really like Brussels sprouts, especially like a blackened Brussels sprout with like bacon and stuff. I'm not a huge fan of like when people do like a maple glaze with Brussels sprouts. I don't like the sweet combo with them. It
Okay.
doesn't make a
Okay.
lot of sense to me.
Yeah.
I don't love it as a Thanksgiving dish, to be
Oh.
quite honest, because by the time it gets to the table, it's too cold.
You know, that is
Interesting.
fair. I do hear you on that point.
Mhm.
Okay, Brandon, where do you come out on this?
Brussels sprouts is my favorite vegetable of all time. It
It's
is
Yeah.
really
better.
good.
It is better
Yep.
than most foods.
Yep.
Assuming you cook it like you said, like a blacken, like a almost like barely,
Cook it
basically
not
deep
like a
fried.
mom in the 90s, yeah.
No,
Mhm,
yeah.
mhm.
That is a no leftovers for me. Me and Lauren have to very, very politely every time, because we make Brussels sprouts pretty frequently, and very politely be like, "Oh no, that bit that's left, that's yours. No, it's yours. No, it's yours." Which, if we were not polite, we would be stabbing each other with forks to get the last Brussels sprout. So
Correct.
It is also no leftovers for me. This is our protocol that we've come to, Julia, is when the turkey comes off the grill, the Brussels go in. And we do them at like 425 degrees Fahrenheit for like 20 minutes. And then do like a balsamic glaze. So they are like charred the hell out of them. And they are so good. And they are the last thing to go on the table. And also no leftovers because like I'll eat them cold. I don't mind, but
yeah.
there's never enough.
Can I change
My
your life with a America's Test Kitchen technique that I learned?
Sure.
What's up?
So you take Brussels sprouts, you get a big pan, like a whatever, a
Mhm.
saute pan, whatever it is. Cut them in half. Cut
Mhm.
all of them in half. Lay them cut side down.
We do that.
Put all the just like basically almost like a quarter to a half an inch of oil in this pan. Cover it. Cook those on medium low ish for
Mm.
like 5 to 10 minutes, depending. But what
Okay.
you're doing is steaming them, so you're
Yeah,
cooking
yeah.
them through, and then you take off the lid, crank the heat to medium high and brown, and they are the best and easiest. Like they're totally hands off, best and easiest Brussels
Wow.
sprouts ever. They're so good.
All right. Because they do char sometimes a little more than I'd like before they're sort of done through, but I'll have to look into that.
Hmm
Mhm.
hmm
Right on. Julia, are you happy with this?
I'm willing to be wrong about Brussels sprouts. I feel like a lot of times, at least at my Thanksgiving, it is a lot of people bringing a bunch of dishes to a location,
hmm
Yes.
and that means that the Brussels sprouts end up
It's never gonna
being
be ideal.
soggy and not ideal. In a perfect world, I would be very excited for perfect Brussels sprouts to
Mhm.
be on the table. But in terms of like vegetables that I'm going to see on my Thanksgiving table, it's not the one that I'm most excited about.
Okay.
Okay. Do you wanna demote it a tier in compromise, or
No,
are you
no, no.
okay with this?
I am totally fine
Okay.
yielding the floor.
Okay. Okay. This is what Thanksgiving's about. We can agree that Obama was an okay president.
All
Um,
right.
butternut squash, and I assume this is like soup of some kind.
That's
It
a
looks
soup.
like.
Yes.
I don't really give a shit about butternut squash.
I don't think it's bad. Like I don't not like it, but I don't love a sweet soup, and it's
I also
very
don't
sweet.
think a soup is a very good idea for a Thanksgiving table. You do not have
No,
room for it. Like,
no.
Terrible idea. Soups are
yep,
banned.
yep.
Leaving it in the
Okay.
fridge.
Now,
Oops.
Amanda, I remember a story of you being in Nashville and doing a butternut squash soup.
So, uh, let me tell you an abbreviated version. This is my what year is it? 2023?
It's 23.
2023.
Yeah.
This will be my
I was like,
fifth
I don't know.
my fifth year probably going down to Nashville with Eric to do Thanksgiving with his mom and his brother and his brother's wife. First year, like a polite person, you show up and say, "How can I help?" And lend a hand when you can. The second year, Eric and I were like, "Hey, we love to cook. Your kitchen is great. Let us make some of the dishes, and like you'll make some, and then we'll like do it all together." This is the year in question. We're gonna come back to this later. By the third year, Eric and I say, "We're doing Thanksgiving. The rest
It's
of you
our
can do
job now.
it's our job. It's our job and duty." The crux there, the what is the event called? The call to adventure in this
Yeah.
hero's journey was when Eric's brother Tyler was responsible for making a soup for appetizer Thanksgiving. I don't agree, but he wanted to, so I'm not going to be rude. So we were planning to eat at like 3-4 o'clock, pretty standard in the US to have like a an early Thanksgiving like dinner lunch combo, at least for me. And so Tyler comes down at like 11 o'clock, starts moseying in the kitchen, getting stuff ready, getting the slow cooker out. I'm like, oh, the slow cooker, interesting. And he goes, yep, it'll be ready in, checks watch, 7 hours. His soup was
Fuck
not going to be
that.
ready until like 3 hours after we ate. And Eric was like, ah!
Also, it's like you could make butternut squash soup in an hour.
There's so many things you could do.
Mhm.
Oh, sweet Tyler. And now Tyler's involvement in this year's Thanksgiving, which everybody is happy with, is he recommended a cheese for the cheese board.
What was
And
the cheese, Amanda?
I don't know. That's Eric's job
All right.
as the person eating
Text
the
him and
cheese.
ask him.
Okay,
Please and thank you. All
I
right.
will.
Yeah. All right. So we're all in agreement. Leave
Yep.
it in the fridge. Great.
Yep.
Now,
All right.
library chick is talking
Here's
about.
where okay, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, I just think it's interesting. Library chick was talking about steamed Brussels sprouts, and that used to happen a lot in the '90s and early 2000s. And the reason they're bad is
And
because
before
when
that.
you steam them, it activates an enzyme that is the same enzyme that's like responsible for like mustard gas. It's like a
Smells like farts.
yeah,
Little parts.
it's not just farts. It's like mustard. Like it's painful. Like
Yeah.
it's mustardy. It's bad.
Yes. So here's the thing. We learned in like the mid 2000s, 2010s that roasting vegetables is the best way to prepare vegetables. I don't know why it took so long for us to figure that out.
Because the
Not me.
'90s didn't like fat. Didn't like fat cooking
Yes.
fats.
Yeah, but like we liked fat in the 50s, but we were still steaming vegetables back
That's
then.
true.
Like
That's
it
true.
doesn't fucking matter. We just didn't know how to prepare. We would just put butter on everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was we got there. Anyway. Um okay. This is where we're gonna get a little controversial, I think. The
Mm.
cranberries.
We've got two. Yeah, we got to do it at the same time. I think we've got fresh
Mhm.
cranberry sauce that looks like made on the stovetop, and then jellied canned cranberry sauce.
Yep.
Now, honestly, I can take or leave any of these, so I don't really have a strong opinion.
Brandon.
Really attached.
You're wrong, Brandon, but it's fine.
Hey, I said I'd be neutral, whatever you
Yeah.
want.
The fact that you don't have a strong opinion about cranberries
Surprising.
bothers the shit out of me. It should be can shape. I want that perfect circular slice of jellied cranberry every single goddamn time. It's the perfect consistency always. I'm never worried that I'm going to get like cranberry like skin in my teeth or anything like that. I also don't love the combination, and this is a very common combination, and I don't fault people for it. It's just not my flavor of thing. I don't like the combination of cranberry and also citrus, which is how
Mm,
everyone treats their cranberry sauce. Amanda,
mhm.
I know you guys have a incredible like margarita cranberry thing, and I still need to try that at some point. But I've never liked a cranberry sauce
Mhm.
more than I liked the
The
can
jelly.
of Ocean Spray jelly.
Yeah.
I am totally fine with that. I'd probably put it in the shrug tier. I actually love it for leftovers. It's so nice to put a slice in a sandwich.
Mhm.
But yeah, Eric and I have done a lime mezcal cranberry sauce.
Ooh.
Jalapenos optional for the last several years, and it is like a new staple for us. That is going to be a second helping for me for sure, and a real important part of leftovers.
Yeah, so my hot take is I think they're both second helpings in our minds, at
I'm
least.
happy to keep them next to each other in second
Yeah.
helping.
Yeah, I'll
Oh
keep them
boy,
there.
I don't know if I second helping.
Cranberries are fucking delicious,
Oh,
Brandon.
If you went to
Cranberry
some
sauce is
Brandon,
so good.
if you went to someone's Thanksgiving and there wasn't cranberry sauce there, you'd be like,
What the
"Uh-huh."
fuck?
me?
A
Or like
person,
anyone in
a person.
general.
I haven't made the cranberry sauce for Thanksgiving in like a decade.
Yeah,
Like,
but like for if you went to a table and you
Or
saw
like
that
a
it was
restaurant.
missing, you
Yeah.
wouldn't like be like, "But where's the cranberries?"
no, I wouldn't.
You might be
But I
surprised. You might be
I get your
delighted,
point.
but
I
you
get
would
your
be
point.
surprised, I would
Yes.
suggest.
Can I stop compromise and say jelly cranberry second helping, cranberry sauce, sure.
I'll
That's
let
up
Is
this
to
one
that an
slide,
option?
Amanda.
folks. I'll let this one
That's
slide.
that's up to Amanda.
I do wanna shout out, we have some lovely,
Oh no,
uh
sorry. Ashlyn just in the chat devastated me with something, which
uh-oh.
is my family does a Midwest salad that's not a salad with cranberries, pineapples, marshmallows, and Cool Whip.
Yeah. Is that like a divinity or what's it called?
Ambrosia salad,
Ambrosia?
which
Yeah, something like
oh
that.
oh Midwest, oh Midwest.
Damn. I will instead go to Bray's, parents' house where there is a cranberry sorbet, which sounds delicious.
Yeah, that sounds great. I love that. I love that.
Whew.
Like a little cranberry like lime situation of a sorbet, like as a palate cleanser,
Yeah,
delicious.
that'd be delicious.
Especially if you're doing like a course meal and not just like everyone fucking heaping on plates of something, which is how our family does it. Um, anyway,
I also library chick asked what are cranberries like. I never had them, and cranberries are a very I think they're native to the Americas. I want to
They
say
are,
so. Yeah.
especially the, like, New England area. They're grown in bogs, which is
Hmm.
wild.
They're a swamp plant. I
Yeah.
would describe them as a very tart berry, like imagine a very tart cherry, the shape of a like the size of a blueberry. And most people like cook them down into stuff, but you can certainly people candy them raw. People put them in salads and stuff. Like you can
Yes.
certainly use it.
I would
They
say for most people's palates, it is too bitter to eat raw,
You gotta
but
put
you
sugar of some
can.
kind. Yeah,
Yeah.
Right, I was gonna say, yeah, it has a lot of bitterness to it, and it's more like they have a bigger pop when you pop them in your mouth than any other fruit, but yeah,
Yeah.
or berry,
Yeah.
but yeah.
they're almost
My
like yeah, like structurally identical to string of pearl plants, where like when they're healthy, they have like no give.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
My sister, not so much for Thanksgiving, but for Christmas, we'll make it's really easy. You just take cranberries; they can be raw or frozen, and then you like toss them in simple syrup. I think I might be getting this
Mhm.
wrong, and then put like granulated sugar on them, so they're
candied
really
cranberries.
pretty. They
Yeah.
look like a Christmas thing, but they're poppable. They're very good.
Alchemist in chat just said, "I've had cranberries in marinara sauce for meatballs."
What the fuck?
Wow, respectfully, that's a new one for me.
Respectfully, what the fuck? I think
Dis
is my response to
disrespectfully,
that too.
no.
Okay, let's move on to the next one, which is perhaps as an adult, my favorite Thanksgiving side.
Like, made well,
Easily.
you know?
Made well. So I have taken over making the green bean casserole because every time someone else makes it, they're like, and then I put the can of the cream of mushroom in. I'm like, no, no,
It's not
no.
bad. It still is
What's
It's
the
good, but
fine.
way?
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, fresh bechamel sauce, baby.
Yeah.
Fresh bechamel with a mushroom. Like, you make the mushroom, saute them, put the bechamel, create the bechamel, pour it in there, create like a roux situation, and then pour it over the like freshly done green
Mhm,
beans and like
mhm. It's like a cream sauce, yeah, with mushroom
yeah,
cream sauce. You just make cream of mushroom soup basically, but
yeah, basically,
fresh.
but like
Yeah.
yeah, fresh and like it's a little bit less like super salty you
Yeah.
because you're controlling the level of it. And I also like add a shit ton of parm because
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
like
yeah,
what
yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah,
creates
yeah,
the
yeah,
the
yeah.
binding effect to it.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
you got to use the store bought. It's not worth doing your own fried onions, but using the store bought ones is the best way to do it.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I've never had a good one. I've only ever had shit ones as a child, and as an adult, they're filled with things that Amanda's tongue cannot handle, such as milk and onion.
That is
So
true.
I'm almost kind of out of this race. I'm not upset about it, but I'll go along with the crowd here.
You know what, Amanda? If you take the fried onions off the top, my recipe does not use onion.
But
I've
it
got to
So
go
still
you
try it.
uses
take
cream.
a little
I
lactate,
take my
and then Amanda
lactate.
can have.
That's what my tum points go to that day.
Mhm.
Every day, Brandon, you see, I have 3 tum points, and they are degrees to which I can put my tum through excruciating pain in exchange for food. And so, if I bank them all, that's what I can put them to.
That's
I like
amazing.
that.
I love
Tum
that.
points are like spoons, Ross. Exactly right.
Yes. Yes. All right. Cool.
So, are
So
we thinking
I
second helping or no leftovers for
I
you?
mean I'm a no leftovers person for. I mean, realistically, there are leftovers of green bean
Of
casserole, and
course.
I
Yeah,
eat
yeah.
it for like the next week. So I'm fine with second helping, but yeah, I fucking love green bean casserole. It's one of my favorite like adult dishes that I make now at
Especially on a
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving table, like
Yes.
very classic.
Yeah,
I'm
because
always
like I'm not going to eat it any other time of year. It's
yeah, yeah,
just
yeah,
this
yeah.
moment.
Totally. I agree. Yeah, that I'm gonna get a second helping for that reason because I never have it, but
Mhm,
it's not like the thing I go fucking nuts for, you know?
mhm, mhm.
All right,
Um, so yeah, I'd put second helping if that's okay.
Yeah, that's
cool with
fine with
me.
me.
Okay. All right, here we got a big one, guys. Turkey.
The roast turkey, because there is another turkey option somewhere in here,
Oh,
I
fried
So
think.
turkey.
our
But let's
proteins,
do this
yeah,
one.
are roast
Yeah.
ham and
Oh, yeah, grab
smoked.
that. Oh,
Oh, and
there's
smoked.
also and smoked, and there's spiral ham too.
Oh,
Where's spiral ham? Oh, here we go.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, okay.
That spiral ham and ham are the same thing. They're just one's
Yeah, I
cut.
don't know what the
Yeah,
difference
one is, I
that
guess,
they're
more sugared?
suggesting here.
Yeah.
I guess that's what
Uh,
that's what they meant.
how
Yeah.
about how about we start backwards and we end with roast turkey
Okay.
and
Yes,
we
that's a
go
good
with the
idea.
other one. So let's start with spiral ham.
I'm not opposed to it, but I do not enjoy a ham very
In
much.
the in the trash. In the
Okay,
trash. What are you
okay.
Yeah,
doing?
at
Trash. Trash.
Christmas, fine, but, like,
Like,
what
not
is
even
this
at
doing
Christmas.
for
Ham
Thanksgiving?
fucking sucks. Sweet,
Okay,
like,
good.
glazed ham as a
Mm-mm.
meal fucking blows. I hate it so much. If you're gonna serve me pork, there are so many better
It is the
options.
worst way to make
It
pork.
is
It is
the
the worst
worst
pork.
way to make pork.
Yeah,
It makes me so
let's
mad.
let's put both of those there, Brandon,
Both of
yep.
them in the trash.
Great.
They
We've
can
never
hang out with the
agreed so
King's Hawaiian
forcefully on a
rolls.
thing. Well, interestingly, so another southern thing is, yeah, you could cured ham slices and put it as a sandwich between a Hawaiian roll, and, like, that's extremely common, and
Too
I
sweet
I
even for me.
no, I know, yeah, I feel so scared to talk about how bad ham is in the South, but it's bad, guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tina in chat said ham over turkey every day, and I'm sorry about you being
I
so wrong.
Tia, I truly understand that bad turkey is like, why the fuck do we do this? But good turkey is like so much
Oh,
more sublime than
so
any
good.
ham, in my opinion. You're totally allowed. Listen, I grew up eating glazed ham at Christmas, and it was perfectly okay for one time a year. But Ralts
No,
had
but
a
then they do
similar.
it Easter too, Amanda. Oh, it's the
We always did
fucking
lamb on
worst.
Easter, which looking
Mm,
back was very on the nose.
expensive. Yeah.
Uh, well, Julie, it was
That too.
one medallion, one little leggy each.
Oh, okay.
So there also had to be like a chicken. But yeah, I do just want to say, Ralts and Eric had the same experience of growing up keeping kosher, not eating ham, or whatever variation you did, and then when you do eat ham, you're like, what is this? But there are so many better ways to pork.
Yeah.
So many better porks. So many better porks. Is actually so Ralts has asked about glazed carrots. Is that on
Well,
our
yeah, I was gonna say they're
situation
not
here?
on here, no.
All
Oh,
right. Well,
yeah.
we'll add them later. I mean, they have candied yams, which I think is kind of in the
I think we
similar
can treat
vein.
that. We can treat those
Yeah,
similarly.
yeah,
Yeah,
because we got sweet potato casserole here too, so let's do
yeah.
that, and a sweet potato, so
All
yeah,
right, so
let's do that.
we'll get to that later, but yeah, we'll treat those as candied carrots or
All right.
candied. Yeah.
Alright, it is
Let's
Battle of the Turkeys time.
let's
Battle of the
go.
turkeys.
How about we do smoked fried roast? Is that does
Sure.
that work for
Yep.
everyone in terms of
Yeah.
working backwards?
Um.
Um, I I like a smoked turkey. I have only had it once. That's when I worked at the cheese shop, and they used to roast or they used to smoke turkeys for various different dishes
Mhm.
around Thanksgiving time. And it was good, but I think it overpowers the flavors of like everything. Any smoked thing I think tends to overpower the flavors of everything else on your plate.
Hmm.
So if I am like and like as people say, oh, Thanksgiving's all about the size, blah blah blah. We'll get to that when we get to the turkey proper. But I think it's like a shrug emoji for me. I think in terms of like
Oh, interesting, okay.
yeah.
Wow.
Mhm.
For me, smoked turkey is a second helping.
Oh,
Same.
okay.
I
All right.
like a smoked turkey. I think turkey is tasty, but even at its tastiest, it's not the most flavorful thing,
It
so
benefits from the
I
injection of
like
other
the
flavors.
smoke. I like it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We do it on a big green egg, which is like a ceramic grill, and brine it for like 2 days before. So, it retains the moisture nicely and makes a nice, skin and crust. For me, definitely a second helping. But I will say that I've only had a fried turkey once where my uncle, who was in the ATF, allowed us to make it because he did it. And it was incredibly sublime. It was so good.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that I've actually ever had a fried turkey. I've been wanting
Well,
to do it,
So
but
so
good.
I also haven't had a fried turkey, so I was going to say like left it in the fridge in the sense that we didn't fry it because frying turkeys is so dangerous.
It is, well, when your uncle, who disarms bombs for a living, does it,
That's the
great.
only person who should do it, Amanda.
well,
Truly, that's the only person.
My dad visited him recently, and sent me a picture, and he was grilling, and it was like a double wide grill, and so he was grilling in like the far end of the photo, and in the close end of the photo, the grill was off, and there were some like pans of like stuff that was done, and a full bottle of wine and an open wine glass and the lighter, and I was like, Dad, what? And he goes, I don't know. If anyone's gonna do it, Jeff's gonna do it. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
I really like the idea of is like the bombs have never blown me up, so I guess something else if something else can get me, then fine.
Julia, cheese update: double cream brie and Compte, Comte.
Oh, Comte, yeah. That's like
Compt.
it's like a like
It's a
very, very fancy Swiss. It's like a,
it's a
washed rind, aged, usually raw, cow's milk cheese. Like a Gruyere, like a very
yeah.
fancy Gruyere.
What is the category? It starts with an E. Emmentaler cheese or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but Comte I don't think is technically an Emmentaler,
Oh,
but
okay.
I might be wrong.
No,
It's been a
I could be
while
wrong
since
too. I don't know. Yeah.
That's okay.
um
So I'll
but like sorry, real quick.
yeah.
Double cream brie, basic bitch choice.
All right.
Yeah, it's
Alpine,
a
All right.
Alpine.
yes,
Thank
Alpine
you.
style is what we're
Yeah.
Emmentaler and Comte and Gruyere all fall under the category of Alpine.
Well,
Yes.
that's what was
Yes.
recommended to me. I am going to be getting some vegan cultured butter for me instead.
Ooh.
I'll say, listen, fried turkey, absolutely delicious. If you can get your hands on it, please try it. But this is totally acceptable.
Now
Highway
I
to the
did try
danger
to.
zone.
I made a new category and I tried to spell the word the way you say it, Amanda.
Yeah,
I don't know how you would spell that. Is it
add
et?
it up. Yeah, add it up.
Okay.
Eh,
Cool.
I
Exactly
never
right.
ate it before.
Okay.
Totally agree with Zach. Yeah, if you can fry it safely, away from the house with no children or dogs around, a fire extinguisher, and a fully thawed turkey,
Yeah.
do it.
Now, we're getting to the roast turkey, and here's my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Everything we're imagining here is the perfect,
Right.
ideal version of
Mhm.
this. And last year I hosted Thanksgiving, and I made the turkey for the first time. It was the best goddamn turkey I've ever had.
Julia, yes, you brined it. You dry brined it in the fridge. Yes, you
Yeah.
did. You
Yes.
roasted it till
Yes.
it was done and not after.
Yes, and Jake bought a thing like a
A little pop 'em
thermometer
up.
that you
Yeah.
could stick in, not even a pop 'em up, one that you
The
could stick
Bluetooth.
in and then it attached to our oven and it beeped when we got to the ideal temperature.
Yep.
And I was like,
You
this
gotta
is
have
great.
a Bluetooth.
Why was no one doing it this way before? So
Can't tell you.
it was
Couldn't
great.
tell you.
Like no leftovers. I mean, obviously leftovers, but like
Yeah.
no
Oh, you think
leftovers.
it's no leftovers here?
It's here.
Yeah.
Brandon, it's so fucking good.
Definitely
I love
second helping.
turkey.
Definitely second
I'll
helping.
go second helping, but I can't go no leftovers.
I love
So
turkey.
good, dude.
It's so
It goes
good.
it goes first of the leftovers at our house because
Mhm.
it's on the big green egg. It cooks in like an hour and a half. Like it cooks so quick and it's so moist. God, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
good.
Dingleberry Burglar in the chat asked if we should spatchcock it, and I say you should definitely spatchcock it. It cooks faster and more evenly. If you're okay with not having the Norman Rockwell look, you know.
Yeah, we
I
don't
like the Norman
'cause
Rockwell look, but that's
yeah,
yeah.
on the big green egg, it cooks sitting up,
Yeah,
like on a cone.
yeah, that's
So
different too. Yeah,
we don't do that. Yeah.
but spatchcocking is a great way to do it, especially if you're trying to do it quickly. But I gotta go second helping, Amanda. What do you think?
Second helping for me as well.
I'll
I'm a
allow
big
it.
fan, but I'm not like my last round of food on the Thanksgiving table is gonna be like cornbread
Sides.
stuffing, some gravy, like some like juices or gravy on it, and like some Brussels maybe.
Yeah. I agree. Okay.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down to clown. It's good.
Thank you.
All right. Spinach. Are we
I don't
talking
know really
so
why we have two different types of spinach here. Who's making
What do you
regular ass
think they
spinach for Thanksgiving?
mean? What do you
regular
think they mean?
like just sauteed spinach, we can go right in the trash, in my
Yeah, why would
opinion.
anyone make that for Thanksgiving?
For Thanksgiving. For Thanksgiving.
Go
Clarifying.
fuck yourself. What?
Mhm.
Yeah,
No.
delicious other
Never.
days, but not for Thanksgiving.
Uh-uh.
Cream
God, that is frustrating.
spinach, courtesy scoop. It's not bad. I
Yeah,
like it.
it's like fine. It's again, that's not the green vegetable that I'm reaching for on the table. That's the green
Right.
bean casserole, but yeah.
What do you
Yeah.
think, Amanda?
I
I
don't
think
think I've had it. I have no problem with the courtesy scoop. I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've had like creamed other vegetables that I can make a,
Yeah.
Mhm,
I mean, it is good. Like I do like it, but it's odd choice for Thanksgiving.
right.
Asparagus.
Okay, so my hot take is I think asparagus is my favorite vegetable.
It's good. Them
But
good little trees.
Again, I don't fucking need it at the Thanksgiving table, and it's not in season, so it's gonna
Yeah.
be like those
Mhm.
thick, weird ones that like you can like cut and roast like a fucking steak. But
Yeah.
like,
I'm with
you need to, like,
Ashlyn. Like,
shave down. Yeah.
where is good asparagus?
mhm,
Not November.
like a
No, I agree.
delicate little asparagus that is gonna roast beautifully. Like, yeah, no,
Yeah.
I don't need it at Thanksgiving. It's so good, but
Yeah,
um,
I completely agree. I love asparagus. Keep it off my goddamn Thanksgiving plate. I'm here to overeat, overindulge.
Now, guys, do we think the last picture on the right next to the wine is collards? 'Cause it's
Yes.
unlabeled.
Yes, those are collard greens.
Okay.
Do you wanna move them into
We should do
our
them sooner, yeah.
vegetable
sure.
category?
Thank you.
Collards.
And then the
Oh,
green
and the
beans and
peas.
peas.
I also have a question as to,
Cabbage.
have you guys ever been to a, Thanksgiving table that has fried oyster mushrooms?
No.
'Cause
I'm
that's
not.
insane.
That's
No.
insane.
I mean, I'd eat the shit out of them, but
No,
I'd
I've
be
that's
never
excited, but
that's
no.
delicious, but it's not like I'm not looking at my Thanksgiving dinner table and being like, "But where's the fried oyster mushroom?" You know?
Even fried oysters, I'd be like, "Okay, fun appetizer.
Yeah.
Love it."
I
Yeah.
mean, people used to put, oysters in their stuffing, which is
Yeah.
wild to me personally, but, like, yeah.
I'd fuck with it. I'd try. I'd be
I'd-
excited.
I would certainly eat it, but it's
My
not Thanksgiving food.
there's a place here that does vegan, quote unquote vegan calamari, which like
Mhm.
they're king mushrooms that are
Sure.
fried in tempura, and oh my god, they're good.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
yeah, I'd fuck with it, but it's a weird Thanksgiving for
I've
sure.
definitely heard of oyster stuffing before. This is definitely a thing.
Yes, yes. You know, the first time I heard of it, watching The West Wing. And I was like,
That feels very
"Wow."
New England, yeah.
It is very New England.
I like it.
It does not surprise me. All right,
Okay, I'm
collard
reordering some of these things a lot, so here we go.
yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Here's my not hot take, but I don't think I've ever had collard greens at I'm a Yankee,
Good.
obviously.
Yeah.
But I never had collard greens at Thanksgiving, so it's not like a on the table one for me.
They
I'd be happy to see it, but I haven't. It's not part of my usual rotation.
Yeah, they can be incredible. Like there's a place here called like Communion or something that we got in the zoo does like a brew at the zoo but for food.
Mhm.
Um and we tasted them and they were incredible. But the thing about collard greens is that you have to like they are time intensive. They take you need to like make a brisket for them to be good. So
Days.
like
Yeah.
I'd eat them, but like I think they're not worth doing on Thanksgiving. I think it's too much effort.
But if excellent collards are on the table, I'm I'm shrug emoji, I think. Like, it's not a
Yeah.
courtesy scoop, and I'm not, like, doubling down on it just because they are, again, very rich and, like,
Yeah.
great, but there's a lot of food on Thanksgiving, so shrug is my suggestion.
I think I'm courtesy scoop on them because like I'm not like I like them, but I'm not like wild about them.
Mhm.
So
I'd be shrugged then.
okay.
Okay. Peas. Are we ducks? What do you think?
What the hell?
Yeah, why are they on the table right now?
Why
I
are they
like
Thank
peas.
you.
I like
leave
peas.
them in the fridge. Leave 'em in
They're
the fridge.
great. All right. Also, why are there just plain ass green beans on
No,
the
Yeah.
leave
table?
them in
Get
the
the fuck
fridge.
out of here.
Leave them in the
No.
fridge.
Get the fuck out of here.
Roasted
Yeah,
veggies is so
roasted
amorphous. I don't
vegetables.
know what that means.
Yeah, that means nothing.
I'm
So
That's
putting
yeah.
them away and never
yeah.
edit it.
All
I
right. You
I
guys can
have
fight about this. This is not my problem.
No. First with roast vegetables, my suggestion is to put it in a salad. I typically do like a salad can be just kind of like whatever on Thanksgiving. This year we may not do it because we're doing a kind of like charcuterie cheese board situation, and then like a traditional dinner. But I highly recommend doing like a roasted squash of some sort with just like a leafy green butternut squash, some pecan, just getting a nice little like fall salad in there.
That's where butternut squash goes. Like
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah, like
winter
a
squash with some
Acorn, yeah.
kale and some
Yep,
pecans
yep.
and some breadcrumbs and shit. Ah,
yeah.
Ooh, I should do kale this year. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Cabbage is great. No one can tell me otherwise. It doesn't belong at Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. All right.
thank God I didn't have
Brandon,
to
wipe
tell a
your
bad political
brow.
take.
Uh-huh. Wipe your brow. You're not getting canceled tonight.
Woo! Woo!
I do want to point out, however, now Brandon, I hope you can still work with me after this.
Mhm.
Brussels is tiny cabbages. So
Um,
if Brussels are the best vegetable, so are cabbages.
they're brassicas. Are cabbage brassicas?
They sure
Yeah.
are.
Fuck. You're
They
right.
sure are.
I will say I do I don't not like cabbage. I just like I love sauerkraut. And I have recently started because we get cabbages in our CSA, just like making like almost like a wedge salad, like wedges of them, and then fucking searing the fuck out of them until they're
Yes.
like deep
like
brown, like a
like
Brussels
a
sprout.
like how people do cauliflower fillets. Like
Yeah, exactly.
I treat cabbage like that. Yeah.
And then I forget where we got it from, but some restaurant we had like a tahini dressing on it that was like
Mhm.
really good. So I've been doing sort of a tahini thing, and it is tasty, but still, even then, it's like it's just like good. you know?
Yeah. The time that I think cabbage is sublime is stuffed cabbage is
Mhm.
very cool in a genre of dish that is well worth checking out. Cabbage is just the vessel, but it's still delicious. And B, we'll do like a schmaltzy cabbage under a roast chicken. So,
Mm.
you roast the chicken, high temp, it gets all like chicken fat tid, and then seared on the outside, delicious. But not for Thanksgiving. You're good. Bye
Holy
bye.
Christ. Okay, now
Yeah.
we have stuffing and sausage stuffing. I don't know why they're really different here,
I guess
but
one includes
Meat.
sausage.
meat and one does not. One is
Stuffing's my
vegetable
favorite.
based.
No leftovers. You pry me from the fridge. I'll be eating it all day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I
I
agree with
completely
Amanda.
agree.
Yeah.
Yep. Agreed.
I used to not be a stuffing person, and I think in my adulthood I have embraced stuffing as a thing that is like delicious and usually as long as it's well made, like very, very good. So
Mhm,
Yeah,
mhm.
I'm ambivalent on sausage stuffing, but I mean, if that's the
I
stuffing
do like
available to
little
me,
chunks of stuff
it's
sausage
fine.
in it. Like it
Yeah,
adds a little like savoriness to it. It
yeah.
like, I like the little like savory kind of sometimes spicy bite to it. So
Mhm.
I'm a fan.
I like the spices it adds to it. I don't know that I like if I could get that without having the meat, I might do that, but
Mm,
whatever, you know.
Mhm,
fair, fair.
mhm. Um,
Creamed corn.
nah, nah.
I don't think I've ever had it,
I
but
don't mind it. I think maybe I'm thinking of corn casserole as opposed to creamed corn.
it's just corn and cream, isn't it? Like,
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
basically.
it doesn't do it for
mm-mm,
me, you know?
mm-mm,
There are
mm-mm.
so many other better options on the table. I'm
Nope.
Okay,
just
we'll put it in the fridge then. We'll put it in the
yeah,
fridge.
okay.
Fried oyster mushrooms.
Can we
Never
just put
ate it.
that never ate it?
Never ate it. Would.
Delicious, weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, folks, we're in the potato round here.
Okay.
Oh, here, let's do candied
So
yams first because that is a vegetable slash starch.
Oh yes.
Because we're
right.
treating it as candied carrots and yams. Lovely
Wait,
little
hold on,
fellows.
guys. I
What?
just saw something on here.
Yes, I
Yeah.
know.
What?
Oh,
Don't
oh,
ruin it.
don't worry
Don't
about it.
ruin
Don't
it.
worry about it. We're gonna get there. Um, I would like to put candied yams and or carrots. Huge fan. We're gonna do them this year, following Eric's grandma's recipe. Second helping for me. I love these fellows.
Wait, so are you calling them carrots or yams? Because it's a big difference here.
I think we should treat them as candied carrots because there's no carrots on this
Okay,
board.
great.
What do you think?
Julia, what do you think?
I don't like candied carrots.
Thank
I don't like them
Christ.
at
I
all.
left those fuckers in the fridge.
You know what the thing is? I like a roasted carrot. I like a miso glazed carrot. I don't like the sweetness that people tend to do their cooked carrots with. I need like that because their carrots are normally very sweet already. When we add more sweet to it, and you guys are probably gonna roast me when we get to sweet potatoes as well. But like when we add sweetness to it, it just makes it dessert.
Mhm.
Here's the thing, guys. Um, Judaism without state-centered Zionism is the truest form of Judaism. And candied carrots are gonna go in second helping.
Okay, okay. You win.
That was your political take. I thought we were tying carrots to Judaism somehow, much like we
No.
just did with cabbage. And I
No,
was like, what's going on? What's
cabbages are simply Jewish, but no, carrots are
happening?
not.
I don't not like a carrot. Like I don't I'm never opposed to them at all. Like if someone made them for me, I will eat them in any whatever form that they're made. But like we have a billion carrots in our fridge right now that I'm just like loath to cook because I just don't.
Miso
I'm
glaze,
just not
baby.
excited.
Miso
I'm just
glaze
not excited.
roast.
I
I
Miso
do
know.
glaze roast.
If you,
I
Julie, if you cooked it for me, I'd eat a bunch of them. But I
Yeah.
just don't. I don't want to cook them.
uh
Get Lauren
I
to do it.
I do like a sumac and Aleppo pepper. Like I'll like have them even with the tops on and just like roast at like 400 for like 45 minutes and then they're
Mm.
really really good.
Mhm,
Yeah, guys, I did the long wind up to the finish of my
mhm.
controversial opinion.
Gotcha.
I will also say, just quickly, food safety wise, Bourbon Wolf, don't cook your stuffing in the turkey.
Yes.
No,
You're going to get salmonella.
you'll
Yep.
die. Don't die. I also agree with Library Chick. Roast carrot with ginger and sesame seeds. Mwah, chef's kiss.
Delicious. Yeah.
Beautiful. I love it.
So good.
Um, okay, great. We can move on now.
All
Yes.
right, we're in our tater round now. We got
Okay.
mashed, we got baked, and we got salad.
Can I say We do not have my favorite version of potatoes for Thanksgiving
Scalloped?
on this, which is I do a scalloped potato gratin, and it's fucking great. It's so good.
Let's
It's the Ina Garten Barefoot Contessa recipe, which is
mm,
like fennel, onion, and potato gratin, and it's chef's kiss beautiful. I love it. It's my
well,
favorite dish. You can make
can
it
we
like days before and then heat it up day of, like freeze it
Mm,
and then heat it up.
ooh,
It's
ooh.
so good. It's so
Can we
good.
agree
crucial.
then that because potato salad does not belong on Thanksgiving,
Correct.
Not unless I'm in
let's
Australia, baby,
Mm-mm.
yeah,
and
let's
it's
call
summer.
potato salad scalloped potatoes then,
Yeah. Yeah.
of any
Okay.
sort.
Then that is no leftovers. I did not have leftover scalloped potatoes, and I made 2 trays last
Truly,
year,
yeah.
and it is so good.
I
So good.
agree. What do you think,
Yeah.
Amanda?
Tum and onions and also, alliums and whatnot is not gonna do it for Amanda, but, is it worth using a tum point on perhaps, Amanda?
I think I literally couldn't with the onion, but
Mhm.
I'm jealous.
Okay.
Brandon,
Mm,
is it possible to arrange some kind of upload of a scalloped potato? Because seeing potato salad in the leftovers is sending me.
let me see.
If it's a
Brandon,
huge
help us.
pain, we'll just make
Brandon,
a
help us.
note. Yeah.
I don't know, I haven't tried it yet, but
All right.
I finding the image is not difficult.
I'm glad to hear. Yeah, who can ask no roast potatoes? I maybe it's just something about Thanksgiving as like I'm putting time into making dishes that are, a couple layers more elaborate than I normally would.
Yeah,
That
it needs to be
simply a
more.
roast vegetable is like, eh, I
Yeah,
wouldn't do it.
it needs to be more. I agree.
It worked.
Excellent, thank you. This year we are doing so we're doing like, a kind of pared down version, greatest hits only for dinner at dinner time. And then for the rest of the day having like a cheese charcuterie, vegetable pickle grazing board. But for breakfast, we're gonna do frittata
Mm,
and duck fat potatoes. With the duck
mm,
fat from a duck we're gonna smoke a couple days before.
Damn.
We are very excited.
Hot damn.
that's real good.
I love that. That's
I
incredible.
I I think Americans don't eat roast potatoes as much as other countries do.
It's
We
true, and
just
we
don't
prefer our
frequently
potatoes
eat
in
them.
fries.
Yes.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
But I will say I tried a recipe, I think it's Serious Eats for, it was called, like, lemony Greek potatoes.
Oh, lemon potatoes are serious, yeah.
Yeah, it was like, fondant potatoes, like the French very classic French thing, but with a
Mhm.
Greek lemon twist, and oh my god, they were fucking
Ooh,
good.
that does
Yeah.
sound good.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do
Um,
mashed and baked.
baked feels I feel similarly to baked as I do to King's Hawaiian rolls,
Yeah,
where it's like,
I
"That just seems
agree.
fucking lazy, like, do a little more."
Yep.
Fine.
I
Like
it
a twice baked potato, great.
A
Like
baked potato
some
bar with toppings,
or like the when you like, what's
Hasselback.
it called? Hasselback potato,
mm, mhm.
Mhm,
awesome. Yeah,
mhm.
like a lot of toppings, great. Um, yeah, but like just a baked potato left in the fridge. You already did it,
I will
Brandon. It's
say, unless
fantastic.
you are vegan, in which case, when I was vegan, like a really nicely done big chonker baked potato was my sort of primary
Yeah.
thing around which everything else flowed, and it's a very good substitute.
Well, that's what I was gonna
Yes.
say is, like, I think for meat eaters, it just takes up too much stomach
Mhm.
space,
Mhm.
and it's a little bit odd to have on Thanksgiving when you have other potatoes.
Yeah.
But if you were vegan 100%, like, that could be your turkey,
Yep.
you know? So,
100%.
but I think
Yes.
for us meat eaters, left in the fridge for now.
Yes.
For now. Yeah.
I'm
I mean,
also
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
very I'm very pro mashed potato. I think if it's not gonna be up there with my scalloped potatoes, no leftovers, it's definitely a second helping situation. It's really a third or fourth helping situation, but, like, a mashed potato with gravy is, like, the best thing in the world. I could just eat like, child Julia would just eat that for her entire life if she could, you know? Like,
Yeah.
my inner child.
We ate it several times a week growing up, with like an overbaked chicken and like canned corn.
Nice.
And so it has nostalgic value for me, but also I think it's delicious. Do I think it's like special for Thanksgiving? Eh. So for me, I'm going more shrug emoji tier.
Okay, I was gonna go yeah, I'm sort of between those 2, so I think I would lean on Julia's love of it and put it in second helping maybe?
Thank you. Thank
I'm
you.
not mad at that.
Okay.
What are British roast potatoes? I'm hearing some discussion. How do y'all
Oh,
roast them that we don't roast them?
yeah, tell us.
Tell us more. As we move on to sweet potato and sweet potato casserole. Is this right?
Okay.
Is that
I'm
what's
also
next?
gonna put glazed carrots up here for you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That
Replace those yams with those carrots, please.
Yeah,
yam, I ain't never at it.
I ain't never read it.
Mm-mm.
So sweet potato by itself, pass, hard
Eh,
pass.
nope.
Yeah, no, hard pass.
I'm not gonna eat a baked sweet potato. It's
No,
simply you can't, it won't catch me.
no, no.
Sweet potato fries, I fuck with you.
Sure.
Especially, it's the same situation that we have with baked potato. You know, it's just too
Mhm.
much.
Yeah.
Why?
No need.
But sweet
Sweet
potato
potato
casserole, on the
casserole.
other hand,
Fuck me up.
it is a dessert. I will fully admit,
It's a
but I'm gonna
dessert.
eat the shit out of it.
Fuck me up. Give me a second helping. Give me them marshmallows. We're doing it.
Julia.
I don't fucking like sweet potato casserole. I just don't. I
Oh
don't like.
no.
I'm getting my sweetness on my plate from my cranberry sauce. I don't need the sweet potato casserole. I just don't.
Are you gonna give us a political hot take, or are you
I
gonna
don't know if I'm going
compromise?
to. Like, I just like. Okay, so where are you guys gonna put it if we're
Definitely
doing
second
this?
helping for me,
Oh,
if not leftovers.
oh no, no. It's like shrug emoji courtesy scoop at best for me.
I think you gotta use your point then, Julia.
Oh god, I have to think of a political take.
Yeah.
Uh, I think that our tax dollars should go to people here in the country to pay for our health care and not abroad.
Okay, go on, just courtesy scoop.
Thank
Or well
you.
earned. Well earned. All right, so here's Hakuna's
You know what?
breakdown.
I will even compromise. You guys can put it in shrug emoji, sure.
Okay, okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hakuna says that they bake their potatoes as such. You parboil them.
Mm-hmm.
You fluff them up and drain them, like in a colander, then roast them in the oven in a little
Yeah.
fat. Sounds delicious. Way more steps than Americans usually take.
Yes, that is not how Americans usually do it, but I agree with you 100%. That makes the best and really the
Crispier.
only roast potato that is good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless you like cube them up really tiny, and then it's like basically different.
That's a hash, yeah.
Yeah.
Ashlyn
Okay.
also, it's not a hot take. My
It's good.
sister, Ashlyn said brown sugar pecans on top of sweet potatoes better than marshmallows. You do both. You do both.
Gotta do both.
Yeah, you do like a crispy layer on top with like almost like a streusel situation, and
Yeah.
then you put the marshmallows on top.
And then you brulee.
Eric taught me that the sweet potato casserole was invented by the marshmallow lobby, by Big Marshmallow, in order to sell marshmallows outside of s'mores season.
Wow.
that's true.
Thank you, Marshmallow Lobby.
Thanks, Marshmallow Lobby. That's cool, I guess.
All right, folks, we're here. Mac and
It's
cheese
time.
and baked mac and cheese. I don't know why there's two different ones, really, but we will rank them separately.
Well, because there's like the non-baked version and the baked version.
Well, I know, but
That's
like,
what makes sense to me.
How? Like boxed?
Yeah,
like
just
stovetop versus
creamy
baked.
versus baked.
Okay.
But like, we're doing the idealized version, so it doesn't really matter either way. But I think for this, let's go ahead and rank both of them as they are. Stovetop mac. I will die on this hill for the rest of my life. It is no leftovers.
Really?
Mac and cheese is my favorite food.
I thought
It's the best food.
I thought Southern Brandon would be so baked mac
Julia?
and cheese, and I don't know why.
Julia, baked mac and cheese? Put that fucking shit in the fridge. It's gross. Overcooked noodles, fucking split cheese sauce. Gross.
I'm like I feel shocked. I don't know why. I feel shocked. I don't know enough about mac and cheese Southern culture to know if I was on the money with my opinion or if I was like I went the completely opposite direction and I was wrong.
I don't know.
You want to know the honest answer, and this might get me canceled, but the honest answer is that
I didn't do it. Everyone get ready. I didn't cancel Brandon.
Baked mac and cheese is more of a black Southern tradition, and stovetop mac and cheese is for us idiot white people.
That makes sense then.
I don't know enough to say. It's not an Amanda food, and I'm kind of don't have a horse in this race.
I would say too that Amanda and I, as New Yorkers, I don't think we grew up with mac and cheese on a Thanksgiving table.
No, not for us. Not for us.
I mean, you're two against one, and I only have one political opinion here. So you tell me.
My thing is, Brandon, again, I don't have as big a say because I didn't grow up with this being a Thanksgiving food. So like I'm going to let you handle it
Okay.
because it neither of them are Thanksgiving food in my mind. I would love to do mac and cheese for Thanksgiving, but I already have scalloped potatoes and like green bean casserole and stuff like that. So like
I
my
don't
my
see what you're
cheesy
saying.
my cheesy saucy quadrant is already covered. You know what
But
I mean?
everything should be cheesy and saucy, Julie.
I don't disagree with you. I'm just saying I only got so much room on my plate. Mhm.
Oh man,
Now,
Nin Sokolo said, "Hot take, I don't like mac and cheese," and I think that's our first ban of the year.
Yeah, wow, I can't
So,
believe we had to ban someone
yeah,
on
and Ninsholas is
oh,
how is
thank
the
you,
pronunciation that he gave us during the conversation pit. Let me know if I
thank
got
you,
that right.
thank you.
yes.
Amanda, how do you feel about our two mac and cheese choices here?
No horse in the race. Can't eat them. Haven't been able to for so long. So I have, I got nothing.
Well, I'm gonna put baked in the currency scoop. I'm never gonna not eat mac and cheese. Let's get real.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah,
You made such a fuss and you're like, "I'd still eat it though."
I know I'd still eat it. It's my favorite food.
Very well.
All
Deviled
right,
eggs, folks.
yeah. What do y'all think about deviled eggs? I'm very curious.
And first off would be an appetizer. Does not really
Yes.
count as being like
Not a
on the
dish.
plate.
True.
And also like I don't really if it's the only appetizer, I will eat one or two, but it's
Hmm.
not like my favorite thing in the world and also in my mind not a Thanksgiving staple. So,
Mhm.
Amanda.
Last year we made appetizers of a bunch of different kinds of deviled eggs. We did like avocado in one. We did like a spicy, mustardy one, and a bunch of like house made pickles, which were really good. But it's not going to be a permanent rotation. If I saw them on the table, I'd be like, hmm? uh,
I
I
think
might eat one if I was really hungry.
if Eric was here, he would be real pro deviled egg, but
They're
he's
good,
not.
but
So,
he will say, like, it was a lot of work and, there's, like, labor intensive to make, and it's like, "Meh," I might make them for some kind of '70s themed party instead.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
unfortunately, George Bush is a war criminal because deviled eggs are no leftovers.
No, god damn it. Brandon.
I mean, he is, but damn!
Wait, hold on. I feel like Brandon
That's not
already did his
controversial.
I think Brandon already did his one because he said Obama was an okay president.
Oh,
No, that was just a Brandon
that was just a
opinion.
joke.
Oh,
We
okay.
came by that honestly.
Unfortunately, I have just made deviled eggs as a meal for myself
Oh,
before. They are
Brandon.
that good.
Hey,
And
Brandon,
also, yeah, well, yeah, they do fine leftover, but not as great. Not leftover.
are are the toots okay?
Oh, they're fine.
How are
Yeah,
your toots?
my toots are always
Okay,
How
fine.
you doing?
okay, alright.
Oh, you
We're
guys
seeing
are
support in
nightmares.
chat. Seeing some
Yeah.
support in chat.
You guys are
Surprising.
nightmares.
Surprising.
Okay,
I would
Julia,
never have
we've
picked
come
this.
to it.
Yeah.
The fuck are booty noodles? What
Clip
the
it, Bray.
fuck is a booty noodle?
Bray, clip it.
Oh, God, I have to Google this now because it's gonna fucking bother me. What the
Yeah.
fuck is booty noodles?
Oh, are they chitlins? Is that what it is?
Oh, well, don't look at the Urban Dictionary
Yeah,
of that.
Sure.
it's
I thought it said
chitlins.
bloody, and I was like,
I don't even know what chitlins are.
Their
Oh, okay.
intestines.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Guys, it- I don't want to offend anyone. Never et.
"Never et.
Never et.
Never et.
Never will
Never
et.
et. Never will. Never et.
Mhm.
Never will."
Mhm.
Fabulous. Now, Brandon, can you please let us know the difference between white and brown gravy?
Yes, I can. White gravy is a roux and milk based gravy, traditionally filled with black pepper. Um, and then brown gravy is like stock or drippings based sauce that is also thickened with a roux, but no dairy component in it.
Oh, well, Brandon, you know what the other
Buttery.
thing about white gravy versus brown gravy is, right?
Uh-oh.
It's that white gravy has no fucking business being on a Thanksgiving table.
I
Yeah,
actually
and
agree with you.
no
Yeah,
flavor.
of course, you should. You should.
No
No flavor.
flavor. Fuck
No,
off.
well, it can definitely have flavor, especially if you add like a little bit of sausage,
The
like to
sausage, yeah.
your
Yeah.
white gravy.
Okay.
Like that's
Okay, okay.
like biscuits and gravy is usually a white gravy, for example,
Yeah.
with like a sausage white gravy,
For
and it's
sure.
delicious. I've made it for breakfast before. Well, Jake's
Yeah.
made it for breakfast before.
I'll use points on a white gravy, like biscuits and gravy.
And dear God, brown gravy's the best. It's so
Yeah.
good.
It is no leftovers. I insisted we
Mhm,
start making
mhm.
it at my mother-in-law's house,
Yes, yes.
I'm
because
sorry.
she again doesn't like fatty things. And
She
so
had Thanksgiving without fucking gravy
she
before?
did, Brandon. She
Oh my
did, and
How are
god.
said
you dressing things?
she said,
With
"Well,
what?
cranberry is the sauce," and I said, "Uh-uh."
No.
And so by year 2, we started doing gravy.
All right, everyone, white gravy has been explained. So I'm
You
not
got this.
going any further in this.
You got this. You got this.
Yeah, no, like so my thing is I find brown gravy in general to be a little bit difficult to like make day of. Especially, but what I will do is I will go to Trader Joe's and I will buy their prepackaged gravy, and then I will
Mhm.
add the
Mhm.
drippings from and like different herbs and whatnot to the pre-made gravy to like
No
zhuzh it
shame in
up a
that.
little. Yeah,
Mhm.
Mhm, mhm.
Delish.
yeah. But like no notes, I could drink it. It's fine.
So
Um,
good. Yeah, white gravy is essentially bechamel with like ham or some kind of like, you know, meaty backbone plus a lot of black pepper. It
Mhm.
is really good. If you're in America, if you visit the South, definitely try biscuits and gravy, which will come with white gravy. It's good.
mhm.
Yes. Let's do
It's
the next one.
yeah, it's basically just a really loose bechamel.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right, we're into drinks.
Wine, no leftovers, no notes. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
See, that is
say
Sign
the
me up.
thing getting everyone who drinks through the day.
Oh, you know what? To Tyler's credit, he's also bringing wine to Thanksgiving, so he is
Oh,
bringing wine.
aw, that's so
That'll be a
nice of him.
fun. That'll be a fun addition.
Mhm,
mhm, mhm.
mhm.
Easy.
We're gonna say like beer and cider for the
Hmm.
spice cider situation.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna say let's add a cocktail situation on here too.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is that supposed to be?
I think that's like sparkling,
Yes,
cider,
it's non-alcoholic.
Oh,
or
okay.
sparkling
Sparkling grape
grape juice
juice.
and
Yeah.
stuff like that,
Got
which,
it.
like, having drink options for your non-drinking relatives and friends is always good.
Yes.
Mhm.
Will Eric
We'll
will
not be
often do
addressing it today.
yeah. Eric will often do a mulled cider, mulled apple cider with additional spices that you can dress up with whiskey or nah. We actually tend to do this in the day before Thanksgiving more often as we're like doing our prep because day of it's not necessarily like we haven't found a way to like match it with the food. For me, that's second helping for sure. For sure.
I will say last year, my youngest cousin, who's like, 23 now, I think, his
Mhm.
only contribution to Thanksgiving was he made spiked mulled cider and brought it to my house, which was very nice of him. I didn't ask him to bring any. Well, he did text me and he goes, "Do you want me to bring weed?" And I was like, "No, Andrew, I don't want you to bring weed." Um,
We can add weed to this.
we simply
We
can't.
simply cannot.
Okay.
But he like brought this without asking, which was again very nice that he like thought to bring something.
Yes.
But he did bring it in an Instapot. And I was like, you are taking up so much prime real estate on my counters. You're killing me
That's
here. I
really
was like, can
funny.
you just like move this to the bar area? And he's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. I'm like, yeah, fucking does. Fucking does,
Oh,
doesn't
what
it?
an idiot.
Spoken like a boy who has never had his own kitchen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All
Mm-hmm.
right, so I would be sure or second helping. Either one's fine on cider. What would you be, Julia?
On cider, I'm
Like
yeah, second helping. Second helping.
alcoholic or non-alcoholic, whatever you
Yeah,
want.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Second
whatever.
helping.
Cocktails. I'm a no leftovers boy.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's no leftovers or even second helping because you don't want to get like too drunk on Thanksgiving,
We'll
or at
we'll
least
typically
not
do
until the food
one.
is done.
Yeah, we'll
You know.
typically do one cocktail. Unlike that one Friendsgiving at Brandon's place, where he made a punch so potent.
Ever got everyone fucking blackout.
Everyone was pretty drunk.
I don't think I was there, but I might not remember it. So
No,
I don't
why
think you
would
were there.
no, it was totally fine.
yeah, I don't know why you weren't there.
Why does she probably go?
Non-alcoholic.
Yeah, yeah,
Sure.
sure,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Sure.
Sure.
All right, now we're
Um,
getting into the real situations here,
Amanda,
folks.
very quick. Ginger snapped.
Yeah.
Asked off topic, but do you think Riptide's proboscis flips out like a party favor when he talks? Conceptualizing for animating.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
I think it's only when
He's
Troy
excited.
yells
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
when Amanda does a Troy Riptide yell, that's what it, like, party favors out like
Yeah, yeah,
that.
yeah.
But, like, normally, it's
No,
just like,
I think most of the time, yeah, he keeps it, keeps it, in and talks around it. That's what I would say.
mhm,
That's
mhm,
really
Mhm,
funny.
mhm.
yeah. Alright.
All right,
Good.
folks. Your pumpkin pie hot takes.
No
Um,
leftovers. Essential. Gotta have it.
okay. Again, we are talking about the idealized
Yeah.
version of all of these dishes.
Yes.
Up until I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys, up until last week, I had never had a slice of pumpkin pie that I liked,
Wow.
and then Jake made from scratch pumpkin pie, and I know the chat was telling me, "Oh, it makes such a difference," and I was like, "No, it doesn't." Guys, it does make a fucking difference. It
From a
truly
pumpkin?
does. From it, you can buy these little pumpkins called pie pumpkins,
Mhm.
Damn.
and you roast them like you would roast, like, any sort of vegetable. You scrape it out, and
Cool.
then you, like, I don't know. I don't remember he
Yeah, yeah,
did it
yeah.
on his own. But it, like, I feel like my problem with pumpkin pie is a consistency thing, and it's like too, like, gelatiny
Mhm.
almost.
Oh,
But it
okay.
was so creamy,
Yeah,
and it
it's much
still
better.
had a little bit of that, like, savory sweet element to it that made it really good.
Hell yeah, dude.
So yeah, I can put pumpkin pie, no leftovers
Okay,
nowadays.
I'm here
Hell yeah,
for it.
dude.
Okay, cool.
Um, don't forget to roast your pepitas from your
Yes.
pie
Important.
pumpkins. I need
Mhm,
those.
Important.
mhm.
All right, how do we feel about apple pie?
I think apple pie is a second helping one for me. Out of the, like, traditional pies that I see remaining here, it is probably my favorite, but not necessarily my, like, and it has to be a Thanksgiving one. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I love apple pie, eat it all year round. I have like an apple crisp situation in the fridge right now.
Ooh,
For me,
Sick.
it's a sure. I'm like, that's good as a dessert at a normal party or something. I'm stoked. On Thanksgiving, I'm like, meh. For me, pecan pie is the second helping. I don't get it often outside of Thanksgiving situation.
Mhm,
yeah, I agree. I
mhm.
think I would put apple pie on a shore because I'm never going to turn down a slice of apple pie, but
Right.
it's
I'm
not going to
never
be
gonna say no.
my
Yeah.
my pick if I pick it.
Okay,
Is that
okay.
okay, Julia?
Yeah, that's fine. I used my my trump card, so I can't do it.
We
Now,
can't
for
call it that
me,
anymore.
pecan pie is no leftovers because I will eat that shit all by
Oh, yeah.
myself with fork, but I will
Love
accept
it.
a second helping if you prefer that.
Brandon, I'll upgrade myself so then our compromise can meet Julia at second helping.
Do you not
Yeah,
like it at
because
all?
I think it's a texture thing. I feel
Yeah,
like a lot of times you get it, and I don't like that, like, jello-y like,
yeah.
feel
Yeah,
of
yeah.
it. It
Mhm.
doesn't do it for me. Um, my friend is making us a chocolate chip pecan pie this week. We're doing a
Yum.
pie exchange. This is why I'm having so many
Cute.
pies in my life. But yeah, like, I haven't had one in a very long time that I liked.
So
So
you're at a courtesy scoop or a oops and
I'm very at a courtesy scoop.
okay. So can we should we compromise on a second helping or a sure?
I think
Second
if you guys
helping.
are, yeah, you can put it on second helping if you guys are gonna put apple pie at sure. Like, I
I'm
would swap those in my mind, but it's a joint effort, this thing. So
I'm delighted,
I'll
thank you.
allow it. I'll allow it. All right.
uh,
Sweet.
sweet potato pie, not very common, but delicious. But
It's a southern thing, I think, as well. But I think it might as well just have, if I'm gonna have the sweet potato casserole, I
yeah,
don't need the sweet potato pie. Like, you
it's
can
just sweet
just
Agreed.
potato
go.
casserole in a
Yeah.
pie shell. Yeah,
Mhm.
I'd say sure. No problem.
Yeah.
yeah, I'll do sure. Or is that okay?
I think
Yeah.
it's courtesy
Courtesy
scoop for
scoop.
me. Yeah.
Let's courtesy scoop. We have to build
Yeah.
out that tier a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. I don't know why the fuck peach cobbler is in this.
I fucking love peach cobbler, but
I
it's
love
not
it. Not
a
It's one of my
Thanksgiving.
favorites, but
Thanksgiving.
it's
Yeah.
not a Thanksgiving food.
It's
Yeah,
not seasonal at all.
yeah. We never ate it.
Like, whoever's making it is using jarred peaches if they're making it at Thanksgiving, and that's just not
Yep.
okay. It's just
Then
not
you gotta
okay.
do a peach upside down cake, baby.
Mhm,
Yeah,
mhm. Banana pudding, same situation. I don't know why we're
absolutely not.
eating it for
In the
Thanksgiving.
trash, please.
In the trash.
In the trash. I
You
don't
can
like
trash
banana
my red
flavored
velvet
things.
cake too. Fuck that
Yeah,
noise.
yeah, fuck that. Get out of there.
Whoa!
Get the fuck, both of them. Just get the fuck out of here.
I
Get the
agree
fuck
that
outta
both of
here.
them aren't Thanksgiving foods, but they are two of my favorite desserts.
Trash, Brandon. They're in the trash.
In the trash.
Oh
In the
no,
trash.
I can't. Oh, I can't. No.
Put them in the trash, Brandon. In the trash.
Oh no.
Fuck banana.
Oh no.
How Brandon feels about apples is how I feel about bananas. Fuck them.
Oh no. But Julia, as you've seen, I like apple flavored things and cooked apple things, dessert apple things. If it was just a fucking raw banana, then I'd be like, yeah, whatever, throw it in the trash.
Brandon,
I don't care.
for me, the opposite is true. Like, I'll eat occasionally a raw banana. I don't want fucking bananas Foster. I don't want banana flavored things. Fuck that noise. Truly.
Oh my god.
Truly fuck that noise.
This hurts. This hurts my soul.
It sucks. I hate it.
Oh well, folks. I can't, Zach. I can't save the pudding. I can't. I'm out of vetoes.
Yeah. No, you're done.
Sorry.
You're fucking done now,
Gotta
bro.
lie in the bed you made, baby.
But everyone in the
Alright.
chat, please say how wrong Julia and Amanda are about banana pudding and red velvet cake.
Oh, sorry.
Red velvet cake.
I'm not even gonna address the red velvet cake. It was cool in like 2006, and then no one needs to eat it anymore. It's fine. Okay. So the last
Tough.
question I want to ask before we finish up is: there anything that you guys really love to have at Thanksgiving, which is not here on the board?
Let me look at my prep list.
Because I have mine.
What is yours?
It's a charcuterie cheese plate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we haven't talked about apps, but
Yeah.
I love a strong app for Thanksgiving. Yeah, I think this is pretty much my list. Like a fresh salad. I did like a Brussels sprout slaw one year, like kind of like shaved, fresh sort of like vinegar based slaw, which I like. That's really good. But nothing I'd like fight for.
Yeah.
I mean, I would put cheese board on here because I think every holiday should have a cheese board.
Do you want a charcuterie board or a cheese board?
I want a cheese board that also has charcuterie on it. You can combine those things. It's okay.
That's a charcuterie board then, I think.
Bitch, I was a fucking cheesemonger for 10 years.
If it's cheese board, then it's just
Tell
cheese
me my
with some...
goddamn business.
If you're able to eat something on a board without cheese, then
Brandon
it's
is
charcuterie.
mansplaining cheese to me, everyone. Canceled. Absolutely canceled.
I'm getting you a fucking picture. But unfortunately, Julia, that's just like a sure for me on that front.
Yeah, Brandon, that's why we didn't invite you to Lauren's house that one time.
God damn it.
Because I brought a beautiful cheese board and
true.
you wouldn't appreciated it.
It's true.
No, if it was a cheese board, Julia, it would be a no leftovers. But if you're talking about fucking cured meats and shit, where I can just make a fucking meat sandwich, I'm gonna say, fine.
Bitch, if you're combining cheese and meat, you just don't have to eat the fucking meat. Don't do it. It's fine. I did it. I canceled Brandon.
Are we, Amanda, are we sure? Are we second helping here?
Yeah, no, second helping. Yeah, I'm grazing that all day.
Okay.
Even if it's just like, I know Amanda's going in for those Marcona almonds. You know,
Marcona
I know
almonds are
Amanda's gonna spread some fig spread on a little cracker.
I sure am. Some prosciutto, some cheese, some grapes.
I was thinking about your tum, and I was saying
I
all
said
the
cheese
other
and
options.
fruit.
Yeah, I was thinking all the
any
other
of the fruit. Yeah, all that stuff I love.
How did you say the chatter's name, Amanda? The NIN.
Insholas.
Ninsholas. It does make an important point that I think we have discovered about our choices here is that there's no real protein in our top category, which is true because the best part about Thanksgiving is your bread of choice, your sides of choice, gravy, and alcohol and dessert.
Correct.
If you drink, of course.
Hold on, where did the roast turkey go?
In second helping.
Oh yeah, sorry, it's right
Smoked
next to the
right
smoked
there.
turkey.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. It looked in the distance, and it was tiny in my thing. It looked like a sweet potato, and I was like, oh no.
It does look like a sweet potato. You're right.
I don't like that.
But yeah. Hakuna Yortada's says Yorkshire puddings belong on any kind of meal like this. I agree because Yorkshire puddings are delicious, but it's not a very common thing here.
It's not a Thanksgiving thing. I'm
Mm-mm.
sorry. It's getting real dark here. I gotta turn my
Yeah,
light
no,
on.
we've done some good work here. I have a meeting to run to, but this was wonderful. And Brandon, if you could save this image for the join the party Discord, I'd love to see people's takes.
Please, please.
Absolutely. All right, folks. If you haven't already, give us that Bezos money for your Prime Gaming Son
Thank
sub.
you.
Brandon
Please
has
do.
been canceled.
I've been canceled. Go ahead and
We'll see
on
you
social
guys in 2
media.
weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Oh
gonna
wait,
take
actually, we probably won't see you in 2 weeks.
No, so we have Thanksgiving coming up, and then PAX Unplugged in Philadelphia, where we will be. So we are going to take a little hiatus from stream. We're going to take a little bit of time off as we have a holiday, and then into some excellent in-person events for all of you. So let's keep in touch, please. As Zach says in the Multitude Discord, which is free. Anyone can join. Come on in. It's gonna be great. Don't worry.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna
I
be great.
can't guarantee anything, but I will not be there. It'll just be the
Okay.
other three.
Maybe
So
a Brandon solo game stream.
maybe I game stream.
Ooh.
Who can say? I don't
TBD.
know. No
So
guarantee.
Brandon, you can
we'll
try
certainly be
doing
off.
Baldur's Gate again.
Tight. Amazing. Well, I hope everybody who celebrates has a great holiday, and everyone who does not has a great Thursday. Know that we are with you in spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
All right. Bye.
Bye, friends.
Bye, everyone.